I'm Jadea Murray, and here on a positive note, we highlight the most heartwarming stories from all around our tri-state that move and inspire us. Take this one, for example. Before the pandemic hit, some middle schoolers were training for a triathlon. But of course, plans changed, so they found the perfect way to make the digital switch. Let's take a look. iTry services 11 schools and over 700 young girls, teaching them strength of the mind, body, and spirit over 6 months as they prepare for a grueling race of swimming, running, and biking. A triathlon. But at its core, it's really all about feeling good.
When I feel good, my light shines so bright and my energy is so big and so positive that anybody who I come in contact with benefits just from being part of my energy.
So Teresa and iTry's trainers rolled out the Positivity Project, a social media fueled weekly challenge. At the start of the week, the girls are introduced to a theme like Let It Go.
Your job, your most important job in life is to feel good. Right? And that can seem selfish, right? We have them take rocks and write down something on the rock that they've been holding on to, a hurt.
Through this particular Zoom lesson, the girls learned that holding on to their stress and anger is an awful lot like walking around with a book bag full of rocks.
And the girls will tell us, oh, right, my job is to feel good. Why is that your job? Because when I feel good and the others around me, that energy goes out and then they feel good.
And just like that, they learn it can be better to just let some things go.
I feel more relieved, like I feel like there's less pain in my shoulders. And I feel like I can finally let go.
iTry posts all of their lessons online so that viewers can participate too using these hashtags.
And really at the core, what we do is we love our girls.
And give them the tools to love themselves too. And don't worry, they're still training for the physical part. Teresa says iTry will be holding a virtual triathlon with some very special guests to motivate the girls along the way. Keep up with them on Instagram for the latest on that. Now to Connecticut, where some students are lending a helping hand.
This project and all the other projects combined, it might be our best showing ever with this capstone project.
8th graders at Turn of River Middle School were asked to plan and execute a service project in small groups.
You have to do something to make the society better, make the environment better.
Pranay Sen, Georgi Zemlevsky, Aaron Basu, and Rohan Sahu say they were planning on supporting education with a restaurant fundraiser until the pandemic forced them to pivot.
Our mission still was the same, but we had to change our action plan.
So we're going to go to homework help right now?
Instead, the boys have spent the last month teaching advanced STEM skills to 4th and 5th graders.
7th or 8th grade level for the science classes and 6th or 7th grade for the math classes.
These kids are almost completely independent with just a little input from me here and there.
Teacher Jay DiFilippo says the young educators managed to find a dozen students to sign up for the twice-weekly class.
I'm a teacher. I know how hard it is to find a willing audience.
Now, the group says they've caught the teaching bug.
Oh, can I do it?
We taught them really advanced things, and then we ask a question, and suddenly all of them start giving the correct answer. It's really good.
Even extending the class to 8 weeks instead of 4.
Now we're not just because of the project, now it's our own initiative.
4 weeks was really less time for us to even go through most of the concepts that we wanted to teach.
They say molding young minds is its own reward.
It just feels good as teachers, to know that you've done your job properly.
Some of the other middle schoolers are making donations to food banks and shelters and developing anti-bullying social media campaigns for their final projects. Now, over in New Jersey, a pair of brothers are schooling the next generation of Lionel Messi's and Cristiano Ronaldo's in the game of soccer.
For 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
All right, ready? And start.
During the pandemic, Zoom training has become the new normal for youth sports in New Jersey.
It just gives them the opportunity to go get some physical exercise because now with technology, they would more likely stay home and play video games most of the time.
Brothers Christopher and Cameron Raymond both play on the Cresskill High School team. When they heard there was a lack of parent volunteers for the youth teams in town, they decided to step up.
I approached the director of the club and he gave me permission to do so.
When I was younger, I really looked up to the people who were above me. And so this really gives us the opportunity to act as that leader.
I would go outside and play soccer with my team. So I kind of wanted to share that with other people in the town who didn't really have the opportunity to do that.
The kids say they hope their story inspires other high school players in the state to take the lead in their own communities and support youth players.
We just want to send a message to the other kids, trying to encourage them to do the same so they can get everyone else out and bring the community together.
These guys say they average about 12 participants per Zoom class and hope for more interest in the future. Maybe you know someone who should be involved. The only equipment needed is a soccer ball and a smile. And that brings us into today's Did You Know, full of new knowledge you'll be happier for knowing. You've heard of the 4-leaf clover, and if you're lucky enough, you've seen one in person. Well, did you know there's such thing as a 6-leaf clover? Yeah, neither did I. Well, this 6-year-old from Briarcliff Manor out in Westchester found this one in his backyard, and yes, there is proof. Here's Nate with his treasure. His family says he had been out in his yard for weeks searching for a 4-leaf clover. Well, he found this one instead. Talk about luck. Graduation day is almost upon us, and News 12 is still honoring the senior class of 2020 with our Senior Spotlight campaign. Meet New Jersey's Michael Ruggieri. Michael is a pitcher and a first baseman who will be attending West Point. He's been staying busy working out and keeping in shape in preparation for life as a cadet. We're told he also helps deliver meals to hospitals in New Jersey, as well as feeding the homeless. Good luck at West Point, Michael. Now let's take a moment to honor some of the other graduates from around our tri-state. Say cheese, grads. There's a photographer going around Westchester capturing the seniors' major milestone.
Turn. Good.
Armed with his cannon,
Great. Chin down just a hair.
Jude Kennedy is on a mission
Nice smile. Beautiful.
to help high school and college seniors in Rockland by taking their portraits free of charge.
It's felt so bad for these kids. If I had missed my high school graduation or my college graduation, it really would have stunk.
The more than 30-year photography veteran, hoping to give them pictures they can cherish for years to come.
I figured, why not? Instead of letting this stuff just sit idle and collect dust, get out there, keep my skills sharp, and give them something that they can smile about.
Today's muse, his niece Kayla Healy, a senior at Tappan Zee High School, who, like many others, wasn't able to have a normal year.
It's so hard going through something like this when the world's going through something so crazy and the seniors don't really have a senior year, so it's nice just to have photos and stuff that you can put on Instagram and social media and just something to celebrate.
All right, hop up 1 second.
This is not all he's done to give back during the pandemic. Kennedy also took family porch portraits, which raised more than $1,200 to help feed frontline heroes.
It's just something that I like to give back to my community. The community's been very good to me. It's a great community, not just my town, but all of Rockland County.
One photo at a time, Kennedy is hoping to make a difference by capturing one smile at a time.
Just like that nice smile.
To Connecticut now for one long walk for a great cause. These best friends are both named Anna, and together they walked 26.2 miles through Fairfield, Westport, and Black Rock to raise money for the USO.
They provide entertainment as well as phone calls home to family members.
Their original goal was to raise $2,620 for the marathon.
As of now, I think we're over 6,000. It's been super exciting so far to see how many people have supported us, and we're really grateful for that.
It's been great to see them understand that they can make an impact. Even the two of them, 15-year-olds can make an impact on the world.